Please help me welcome Chris Beaudry.
Tonight, I want to ask you guys just to monitor your inner experience, monitor your thoughts and what happens in your body throughout the talk tonight. When I say something you agree with, when I say something you disagree with, if something makes you mad, if something triggers you, what happens in here? What's going on in here? And everything I'm saying today is based on my lived experience. So if I was to do this talk a week from now, a month from now, it'd definitely be different. But this talk was created just for today, based on the lived experience I have up until now. And part of my talk may be triggering. We're going to touch on a lot of subjects, and I want you to know that triggers are the doorway to healing, but that there needs to be an aspect of safety involved. So if you do feel triggered and you feel that you're not safe, please reach out to someone, if it's a family member, a counselor, whoever you may need. Now, I want to talk about mental health. I want to know everyone's thoughts about what is mental health, even in the crowd here. To me, now again, this is just my definition, and my definition is ever changing, is the monitoring of your thoughts and how those thoughts then create an inner experience. It's pretty simple. We could go deeper, but we're just going to stay with that tonight. I also want to talk about some of the mental health tools I've learned, some of the ones I've lost, and how those have guided me along this mental health journey. But before that, we're going to have to start at the beginning. And I was born in Edmonton back in 1984. We moved to my farm in St. Front, so about 3.5 hours east of here, and then to Calgary, where I grew up. In Calgary is where I remember my introduction to trauma. Now, you may hear me say this sentence a few times tonight, that trauma isn't what happened to you, but what's happening inside you right now. Now, I was introduced to trauma as a kid. I grew up in a home where I had very loving parents. My dad had a good job, but there was trauma. My parents fought, my dad worked away, and I disconnected from myself. And I found something that took away that pain, and that was alcohol. I remember the first time I got drunk running down the railroad tracks at Nacum School, just behind. And I said to my one friend, we've got to do this as often as possible. And I don't think he understood why I said that. And the reason why I said it was because the story that was going on in here, it got quiet. There was relief. Instead of 6-7 days a week where it was constantly, you're no good, your parents don't love you, you're a worthless son, you should hang yourself in the barn, that went away. Early on, I missed a part. When I was a child, before I took my first drink, I was an addict because I was addicted to anger. I mean, who here's got so raging mad where you're just ready to pop? And your body releases something. Now, if we communicate from our emotions, I said we have to understand them. Never, you made me feel. Those statements are perceptions. How often when we've been in an argument with someone do we use that? You made me feel this. Moments. If we communicated in an argument from the emotion, instead of a statement like, you made me feel, it would be something closer to, I feel afraid. There's fear here now because I'm unsafe. Can we have this discussion in another way so that this fear doesn't turn into anger? How else can we speak from our emotions? How often, when we're talking, do we actually tell other people what we're feeling? How's it going today, guys? Everybody. Oh, it's good. It's good. Pretty good day. Pretty good. Pretty good. Perception. Is it pretty good? Is it pretty bad? Or are we communicating from our emotions in a healthy way? Do that many ways by speaking to our kids from our emotions in a healthy way. So stop doing that. It's wrong. When you do that, honey, when you're drawing on the walls, it makes Dad a little upset because I get sad because now I've got to clean the wall or paint the wall. I don't get to spend as much time with you. That's healthy emotions. That teaches them to be with their emotions in a healthy way.